Lewis, good to see you. From what we saw in Australia, it looks as though you're really enjoying this new car, feeling more comfortable. How good does that feel after last year, and how excited are you for what might be possible this year? Obviously, Mercedes strong out of the blocks as well, but from Ferrari's side.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun last week. It's been just also to have extra testing was fun for us, because we obviously normally it's only a day and a half in a car or something like that before the first race. So to get more running, and then a lot discovered through the race from start to end. We knew that Mercedes were looking really strong, and little did we know it was as big a gap that we saw, but not an impossible gap to close. It's just going to take all hands on deck, and that I'm confident in my team doing absolutely everything back at the factory to try and close that gap.
Thank you.
We know how good you are around here. It was obviously, you had the sprint victory here last time, Lewis, and maybe some of the characteristics of the track help the Ferrari package as well. I mean, are you thinking this maybe is a victory opportunity this weekend?
I think it's far too early to say. And secondly, we were 8 tenths behind in qualifying in the last race, so we haven't added 8 tenths of performance to the car in 4 days. So no, I think it will still be very tough to beat the Mercedes this weekend. You also have to assume that the others are going to be picking up pace, like McLaren picking up pace, and the second Red Bull being in the fight as well. So I think we'll just focus on doing the best job we can and extracting the most from the car.
Yeah, more or less the same question. I believe always a place you enjoy going to, Shanghai, in this track. What are your expectations for this weekend after, I think, a very promising opening of the season?
Yeah, I mean, we expect Mercedes to be still ahead and very quick, but I think we've learned a huge amount in the last race, as everyone probably has, but I definitely think we can extract more from the package we have. It's not 8 tenths, but definitely we could hopefully extract a bit more from the car this weekend. So I'm excited, really excited for the weekend.
So for Shanghai, in truth, what happens is I try to go to the city and stay in town, and it's a long way obviously to the track. So I haven't really been out much in Shanghai since I've been going over the years. I think there's only one time I had my dad with me, and maybe another time I had my mum with me. But I don't ever remember really getting to go to like an authentic Chinese restaurant. And I grew up in England eating Chinese food. I love Chinese food, but I've not actually been to, within Shanghai, I've been to a great restaurant. So I'm happy for someone to send in any recommendations. I know I've got Team LH China are the best, so maybe I should ask them.
Charles gave me a proper fight in Melbourne, and he was ahead of me before the VSC. And if he pitted under the VSC, I don't think we'd have finished 1-2. Maybe I could have got past him for the win. It would have been a proper tussle. So I think we just really nailed qualifying, and that was just a bit of a shock to everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to leave really. Like I said, I wish I had a bit more fun, for sure. But I'm also doing other stuff that is a lot of fun. I mean, I get to race the Nordschleife. I hope in the coming years I can do Spa, hopefully Le Mans, so I'm combining stuff to, find other stuff that I find really fun as well. I, of course, my team going on, so I have a lot of distractions at the same time, positive distractions I would call it, but at the same time it's a bit conflicting because I don't really enjoy to drive the car, but I do enjoy working with all the people in the team and from the engine department as well, so it's almost like a bit of a mind. I can't swear. It was 5K.
Max, is the pleasure you get from driving directly related to speed?
Not really, because then the pleasure would be still very high here, right? Because it's the highest speed. But it's just a way of working with people. It's a bit of a different environment as well that you're in the paddock, I would say. Probably a little bit more old school, less political, which probably I enjoy a bit more. Yeah, I can probably be a bit more myself. I don't need to be only a Formula 1 driver. I can also do other things, especially I've done this already for a while and I've achieved everything that I wanted to achieve. So that's why I want to explore also other things, and I don't want to do them when I'm 40 years old. So, and now I think this is the perfect age to do it. So no, I don't want to leave. But I also hope, of course, that it gets better. And I know, I mean, I've had discussions with F1 and FIA, and I think we are working towards something, hopefully, and hopefully that will improve everything.
Comparing yourself with the rivals that you have in this moment, where do you think you have more strength?
Well, it seemed like Aston is in quite a big trouble. Like we had troubles as well, but at least we could finish the race with one car. So that's kind of our strength. And yeah, everyone is so excited about this team. Everyone wants to improve so bad. So I think the team spirit and having this feeling of everything is new, that's our strength. Everyone is working so hard.
That's cool. And sprint race this weekend. Are you excited?
Sprint races I've always preferred to the normal Grand Prix. It's just one practice and straight into it. So I'm very happy that it's a sprint.
Valtteri, good to see you a few days on from Cadillac's F1 debut. I know it was a bit unfortunate not to make the end of the race, but so much work went into getting to that point. What's the kind of overriding emotion from it and everything that you've talked through over the last few days?
Yeah, it sounds weird that I didn't finish the race, but still everyone's feeling positive. But at least we finished the race with one car, which is good. And yeah, it's just a big milestone, really for the team. And here now coming to the first sprint, feeling good, of course. We're going to do better than what we did in Melbourne, and yeah, just really can't wait to get back behind the wheel and see what we can do.
How much more potential do you think there is in the package as it is right now before we even start to talk about development and new parts and so on?
I think there's a lot more potential. Like I think we have a decent base car, but we are clearly lacking performance. We're lacking downforce. But yeah, there's a lot of things in the pipeline, and it's very early steps for us in Formula One. So yeah, for sure we'll make progress, no doubt.
And final one from me. Graham said before starting this adventure, the first goal was to earn the respect of your rivals. Do you think you've already gone quite a long way to achieving that with what you did in Australia, turning up, and what you put in over the course of that weekend?
I think so. I think there was many doubts about us as a team being ready, but we've been there at every single test, every single session last weekend. So yeah, step by step for sure we'll earn that respect, especially when we start to get faster.
And in terms of the way that harvesting and deployment worked, is there anything you thought in the race, oh okay, this is interesting, I didn't...
Yeah, obviously we are all learning, drivers and engineers working together. We obviously being a customer team, we are very limited with what we can do with Ferrari or what we can get from them. We are at the moment we're basically getting what they have, and we have to deal with it, but it's very hard for us because we are like 3 seconds away. So it's really difficult to be able to extract the maximum out of that, let's say, deployment, the strategy they have. But I think there's something that we also need to work closely together